If you've ever wiped in the depths and thought, bro,
It's not my fault, bro.
it probably was. This video's about the depths meta and how to actually gank and actually stop being a fucking PvP score pack.
Что это Диди Блад делает на калькуляторе? Он что, Эйнштейн?
Now that that's out the way, let's take a look at a few builds. Alright, this is my Rifle Thunder build, and it's one of the most balanced builds I've used in Deepwoken in terms of utility, pressure, and fun. The core of the build is abusing tactical reload with static withdrawal so you can burst people down and just zone them in the depths. However, where it really shines, it's chaotic depths fights where people are just trying to survive. Like if you catch someone with the electro carve and the waver and they're distracted, you can just use the blind sear beam and absolutely shred their HP. But the main downside, it's its chase potential. If someone's on Jet Striker or any strong vertical movement, you're probably not chasing them. That said, in ganks, damage and pressure matter more than mobility in my opinion, and this build performs really well if you play smart. Which brings me to my second build and my overall favorite. It's my Bloodfaller Soulbreaker, which has a little bit of a twist to it. So originally it was a cosplay build, so I really had to get Assassination on it because I needed it for the cosplay. It just required it, and yeah, it ended up becoming a Depths Gang build that actually is pretty nice. So that's a nice surprise. Hey, let me know in the comments if you know who I'm cosplaying. Okay, now being unoriginal out of the way, let's talk about the build. Yeah, so if you want to make this build, you just have to go 100 agility, then 40 willpower, put a point in fortitude and charisma and blood rend and heavy, then you just shrine of blasphemy if you didn't get all the talents, then shrine of war, and then just do the entire build normally. It doesn't matter which style you go, stat orders are a complete joke. I'm gonna be showing you a prime example of what solo ganking looks like. You will not be getting ones in the depths, my friend. I promise you that. If they have friends on standby, they will not simply watch. I mean, that's fair and everything, but you know, like it kinda is scary a little to think about it. Like if you jump a guy, 4 more might come, you know? Because of this, I just wanna point out that the guild you are from also matters a lot. Like it depends. If you're from a very known guild, you might get targeted regardless if it's like comp or not comp or just a troll guild. If you're known, you will get targeted. It doesn't matter. Like someone will have one-sided beef with you, bro. All that aside, I'm just gonna be commenting on the fight and all that because it is pretty boring to just watch a plain old depth gank with like no one else helping. But you know, these guys were pretty decent, not gonna lie. Like it looks like they were pretty good, except for the 2 minutes medium guy. Like that guy didn't know what he was doing, but his guild had quite a few results, not gonna lie. I would like to point out that ganking like this is pretty risky and actually very stupid of me to just like go in and fight everyone else. I should have low-key ran when I saw the other guy coming, but you know, I was a bit too overconfident and all that, which is kind of normal if like you get a bit more experience in depth ganking, but you'll see it kind of bites me in the ass and I barely managed to square by. Okay, scratch that. So it was a 5v1 because Isaac Newton was ganking me too with his physics, which I am failing right now, but whatever. So here I was kinda lucky because I was able to stick to a wall in time. If I would have fell into the void, I couldn't have even popped that and my slot would have been wiped for good. So basically this was pure luck. I knew that I was too low to have a fair fight right now with all of them, so I had to resort to more unorthodox ways of fighting them because I saw that they were kinda working me up, so I knew I had to wait for them. In this situation, I knew that the guy was probably full or at least had more HP than me and was very much keen on fighting me, which I was very much not. And I knew my combat tag was running out, but I saw that in the leaderboards his friends were joining, so I really had to act quick before they all dropped down and completely demolished me.
Why you hit
Stay
me?
white, stay white,
Why
stay
you
white, stay
hit?
white, stay white.
Why you hit me? Why you hit me? Why you hit me? Why you hit me? Stop hitting me! Why you hit? Why you hit? You hit me? Come bro. I'm from Azerbaijan, you don't mess with me. I'm from Azerbaijan, you don't mess with me.
Azerbaijan technology.
I'm from Azerbaijan, don't mess with me. Why run?
Diz tu vais.
Why run?
Diz tu
Why
vais.
run? Why run? Now you fight.
Vai lá, queria dizer já está.
Why no fight?
Easy.
Não, dá, dá,
You know M1, you know Mantra Feint. Why use Gale? I tell you, send Romania 2-3 years and forget. No plus, you hit me, you go. Bye bye, slot bye bye.
This was a pretty short gank, but my friend apparently got ganked by this retrospective guy, and I really had to spin for him because he wiped his favorite slot, and I couldn't really let that slide, so here's how it played out. By the way, you might see this slot a lot because it's one of my favorites. It's my Thunder Heavy, and literally the one I first started ganking on, but on another variation. This variant has a lot of birding potential because it has a lot of mobility options like Shank Leap, Lightning Assault. It also has a few Gale talents that help it stay in the air more than Sharbo, but also one more thing that helps it out, it's the Grey Forge Armor Critical. I don't know, I just thought it was interesting to say because I
did not see
never really
Gank.
seen anyone use a bird build that like uses that crit to stall midair, but I personally use it and it's pretty nice, even after the Stark Injury nerf. So in this gank, it was a bit special because it was just beef. I just had a bunch of op guilds that I really wanted to take care of because my homie Mateo got jumped by them, so I just went there and started like giving belt to everyone there. Even though I knew I had Bell, I was still a bit scared because they had a support, and you know how supports usually are. Like, they're very hard to deal with, but luckily I managed to deal with them pretty easily. with that said, if you have any questions, link them down below, and if you wanna reach me, I'm very easy to reach on Discord at itsraz. I'll probably show it on the screen. And if you maybe wanna gank with me, just hit me up. Maybe I'll be down to do some ganks there. So thank you for watching. If you got this far, it really means a lot to me, and it really boosts up the video and stuff. Goodbye, guys.